Okay, stinky tofu that doesn't stink, a squid the size of my arm, grilled stingray that somehow tasted like chicken, and durian eaten 4 different ways in one night. Tonight, I am rating everything I eat at a Malaysian night market. And I need you to stay with me because by the end of this video, something is going to genuinely surprise you. Let's go. Night markets. Hot, smoky, crowded, loud, and absolutely packed with food that goes completely viral for a reason. We are at Jalan Alor, one of the most famous night markets in all of Kuala Lumpur. Half a kilometer of pure chaos, 200 plus vendors, and it runs until 1 in the morning. Here's my question going in. Can a food that's famous for smelling like a sweaty sock actually taste good? And would I, a reformed picky eater, be able to get through grilled stingray and an entire frog dish in the same night? We are about to find out. I have sorted tonight's adventure into 4 categories: appetizers, things on sticks, things that make us nervous, and the Durian Festival. Let's start. Category 1. Appetizers stop. Stinky tofu. First stop. And this one has a reputation. Chow tofu, aka smelly tofu, fermented in black mushroom brine, famous on the internet as a challenge food. People describe the smell as sweaty socks. The question is, does it live up to the hype, or is the stink all bark and no bite? It's not stinky at all. What I got was crispy outside, warm inside, a hit of garlic and scallion, salty brine, and chili heat. It's like a really good fried snack that someone dipped in a spicy sauce. I genuinely cannot find one thing wrong with this. 10 stinks out of 10. First dish of the night, and it might be the best one. I said what I said. Stop 2. Colorful dim sum. Okay, next. These are the Instagrammable dumplings you've probably seen all over your feed. Giant steamer baskets. Goth black dumplings. Pink sakura dumplings. You skewer them yourself. It's a whole production. My real question here, do the colors mean anything? Or is this just beautiful food that tastes the same regardless of what color it is? 0 charcoal taste. And it's not really a dumpling. It's more like a meatball in a very thin wrapper. Still good. Salty and firm. When you add the spicy dipping sauce, it upgrades immediately. The pink sakura one? Identical. No sakura. Tyler asked what sakura tastes like, and neither of us actually knows. The chicken dumpling was the winner. Juicy, great off-the-bone flavor. And swirly pastry bao, no filling. Tyler was devastated. Verdict, 6.5 out of 10. Gorgeous to look at. Tastes like meat, which is fine, but don't let the colors fool you. Category 2. Things on sticks stop. Giant fried squid. I saw this from across the market and I made a beeline. A squid on a stick, the size of my forearm, breaded and fried. Small issue, I accidentally told the vendor to cut it up. So now it's in a bag. There is no stick. I lied in the title of this category. But honestly, the breading on this thing is incredible. Spicy, almost like a dry Indian snack. Faintly lentil-y, maybe chickpea. The squid itself is chewy and mild, but it doesn't need to be anything else because the breading is doing all the work. Tyler tried squid for the first time and said, and I quote, "I'm a cephalopod guy." That's character development. 8 out of 10, worth every step of doubling back for. Untitled project. This one, I had never heard of before this trip. Lok-Lok, mini hot pot on the go. You pick skewers of raw ingredients, meat, mushroom, eggplant, quail egg, and dip them in vats of boiling water. Our Malaysian producer told us this is his go-to post-club meal. Apparently, the spicy sauce helps sober you up. We tested this. I can report, the sauce is genuinely very spicy. Here's the honest truth. Without sauce, this is a 5 out of 10. You're essentially eating boiled things. But here's what elevates it, the peanut sauce. It looks unassuming. It is amazing. The quail egg was the sleeper hit of the skewers. Soft yolk, perfectly cooked. With sauces, a solid 7, and bonus points for the entire rave happening 50 feet away. Category 3. Things that make us nervous stop. Grilled stingray. Okay, stingray. This is the one I had been low-key dreading all night. Sambal pari, grilled stingray covered in a spicy sambal sauce. It's a fixture at night markets across Malaysia and Singapore. I've seen it online. It always looked intimidating. The skin especially. Here's what I genuinely didn't expect. The meat underneath the skin is shredded, tender, and almost chickeny. Like, where did that come from? I expected fish. I got something closer to pulled chicken. Tyler liked it more than tuna. I think I like it more than tuna. 8.5 out of 10. The dramatic reversal of expectations adds at least half a point. Would absolutely order again. Stop 6. Chili frog. And then there's the frog. The whole frog. Stir-fried in chili. I've had frog legs at a state fair. That felt manageable. A whole frog in a wok with sauce. A different mental hurdle entirely. So I made Tyler go first. Tyler, frog tastes like chicken. We've now been told that stingray tastes like chicken and frog tastes like chicken. Is everything chicken? The real challenge with the chili frog isn't the taste. It's the bones. This is not a boneless situation. You will accidentally crunch something. It will startle you. My strategy: find a piece small enough that bone is not a concern. At that point, it's just unidentified spicy meat in a great stir-fry sauce. Completely fine. 6.5 out of 10. The sauce is great. The bone lottery is the only thing holding it back. Category 4. Durian Fest. All right, we saved this for last. It's late, it's hot, and we are about to eat durian 4 ways. For the uninitiated, durian is a tropical fruit famous for smelling like something died. People describe it as garbage, dirty socks, or a gas leak. It is also banned from certain hotels and public transport. I have tried it before. I have complicated feelings. But tonight, we go deep. Format 1. Flambéed durian marshmallow ice cream cube. This is the viral format. Torched on the outside. Ice cream inside. Very dramatic. I could not find the ice cream. I bit through the marshmallow and hit nothing. Tyler eventually got through and got blasted by the durian. The ice cream itself is savory sweet, a little funky, somehow tastes like banana. Blow torches out of 10. Format 2. Durian fritter. Deep fried, sweet dough outside, durian cream inside. The heat removes almost all of the funky aftertaste. It just tastes like a donut with a warm, creamy filling. This is the best durian delivery device I have encountered. 9 out of 10. I bought 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want more chaos like this, and I will see you in the next one.